Hey guys, what's up? My name is Claire. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And today's video, we are going to be recreating Ariana Grande's makeup look, which is kind of like a spin on her classic signature look. I had a lot of fun doing this look. It's very simple, very easy, but also very wedding material if you're into her style. So make sure to keep watching. I am wearing a shirt. It's just very cold. It's like a strapless top, so I'm wearing my robe over it. But thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do end up liking it, and make sure to subscribe. So here we go. Okay, I already moisturized this morning, but the first thing we're gonna do is obviously prime our face, and I'm gonna go into the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I love this stuff. It really does make your face feel really smooth, and it is a little bit expensive, so I try to just use it when I want to do more glammy looks. Like, I don't use it every day, and then I use it around mainly like my T-zone, like around my nose in this area, because I feel like that's where I lose the most makeup throughout the day, and then also my chin. It does have kind of like a lotion-y feel to it, but I don't use it all over my face. Another thing I'm gonna go in is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is like a silicone feel. A lot of people don't like that, but I honestly feel like this is one of the best primers I've ever used. Foundation I'm gonna use, this is honestly probably like one of the ones I might use on my own wedding day one day, just because I feel like this is super good coverage. It's not too matte, not too dewy. It's just like that perfect look. It's the Too Faced Born This Way, undetectable medium to full coverage, and Ariana does look pretty matte in all of her photos that she's posted. I'm not sure if it's like the filter, like she does have like highlight on that you can see, but like for the most part her actual skin looked pretty matte, and I feel like Ariana Grande, I don't know why I said her last name, I feel like she really pulls off the matte look well anyway. So I'm just gonna put this all over my face and then blend it out with a sponge. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this out, and I'm probably gonna end up adding another layer. I've been listening to Olivia Rodrigo's album Sour all morning, so I'm not even like in the wedding lovey-dovey mindset, but Ariana looked so beautiful in her pictures from her wedding. Like, I know we can all agree on that. So beautiful. I do have some dry skin right now. I don't know what's been going on with my face the past couple of weeks. Like, since I traveled a few weeks ago, my skin has been like kind of peeling and really dry, so just ignore that. I blended out that foundation. I'm probably gonna do another layer, not level, because you can still like see my freckles, see my breakouts, but before I go in with the second layer, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz some of this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist on my face. I know I look like I have like a lot of Tatcha products. I really don't. I just have like 3 or 4. This one I got like at a Sephora sale a couple years ago. But this stuff really is just so pretty. After that's kind of like settled in, we're gonna go ahead and blend out another layer of foundation. I'm gonna put on a little bit of concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go on the inner corners of my eyes because they're pretty dark, and I'm just gonna blend out right here. And then we're gonna do that little tick-tock technique. I'm also gonna put a little bit on any breakouts or problem areas, and then we're gonna go ahead, and I'm also gonna spritz that spray on my sponge, the sponge that's already dewy. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge, I think is what it's called. I love it. It literally feels like a little marshmallow. It's so soft. It gives like the lightest touch. It's like the softest sponge I've ever felt in my entire life. Okay, I'm also going to use a little bit of cream contour around my face. Ariana looked so like contoured and snatched, and we do not have the face shape. Like, you do not have to tell me that. But I'm gonna go in with my Chanel cream bronzer. This stuff is so good. It smells good. It smells expensive. I'm sure Ariana Grande has this in her makeup bag. And I'm just going to blend this out all around the areas that I'm going to also additionally add bronzer to contour a little bit harder. This is basically to just like bronze up our face, and I noticed her forehead was like crazy bronzy. I think this is like the 3rd Ariana Grande makeup look I've done on my channel, 2nd or 3rd. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to look like her. I just literally love her makeup. Her makeup is literally what I love to do on myself anyway, like the winged eyeliner, and she just always looks so good. Yeah, I'm like kind of dragging that down a little bit on my forehead. I was kind of like washed out. But we're gonna just warm up our whole face with this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes right now, and I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This stuff, like if you're wanting to make like a luxurious purchase but you don't wear a lot of makeup all the time but you still want to have some nice stuff, this is something that I personally would like 10 out of 10 recommend. Like I've gone through like 3 of these, I think, on your birthday. A lot of the time they let you get like the little mini sample. You can try it out then, but I love it. I got it from Sephora. Okay, I have some more powder and stuff that I'm gonna add to my face in a little bit, and obviously we're gonna do more contour and bronzing and all that face, but before I finish the face part, I kind of want to go ahead and get to the eyes because that's what I'm personally most excited about because she just looks so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and you know, Ariana has like very short, like, but very precise, uppity eyebrows. They always look so like perfect and or like very, not triangle, but she has like her tail of her eyebrow goes up. Mine doesn't naturally do that. I'm gonna try and like fill it in to be that way. So I'm just taking this Benefit brow pencil. This is in the shade 3.75. I either use this one or 3.5. I like to personally do my eyebrows a little bit darker anyway. And I'm gonna try and like shape my brow up. Has anyone tried that? I think it's Makeup Revolution or whatever it is, like the brow soap bar thing, or any soap, brow soap. I've never tried it, but every day I get more and more curious because I see things all over TikTok and it's been like a popular thing for like over a year. But I feel like, I don't know if I would look right with the soap brows. I'm trying to like sweep it up and like create the shape that she has, but I don't know. I feel like I would need to have less brow hair to get it like perfectly. Okay, so really I have so many options of like eyeshadow palettes I could use, but I went ahead and put some P. Louise base on my eyes, but I'm gonna go into the original Jaclyn Hill palette. I feel like everybody has this palette, and I'm gonna start in the shade Pooter right here. It's a really good like neutral color to add. Let me find a mirror. Really just any kind of like neutral palette I feel like you could definitely use. And Ariana's shape is very specific. It's like, I don't know, it's a very pretty shape. So I'm gonna use like a little bit of a precise brush. This is the Morphe M321 brush. And we're just gonna kind of create, not like, it's almost like a wing shape she has, and it's super pretty. It has like a little flick on the end out here. So I'm going in the crease with this brush, and I'm just kind of like flicking out. And then I'm gonna create like a little tail down here. I put also a little bit of translucent powder on the outside, but it looks a little harsh right now. So I'm gonna go into this brush. It has nothing on it, and we're gonna go around the top and just super lighten it up and make sure it's not like harsh lines. You can literally never blend too much. Ariana's eye makeup is kind of like her signature look, like almost like a cut crease, but it's also like wetting version of that, so not too harsh. I also kind of cleaned off that brush, and we're actually gonna go ahead and use the same one and go into the Central Park shade, the dark brown in this palette. I use this dark brown literally all the time, and we're gonna use this to just darken up the outer edges of the eye. So I'm not gonna go in too much with it because we are gonna do like a little wing, but I'm just gonna use this to basically just darken up this outer edge, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it up and do that shape that I have for that other Pooter shade, but just a little bit darker and a little bit lower. So you can see, just kind of replicating. And also now that I've applied that shade, I'm gonna go back into this brush that has nothing on it really, and I'm gonna just blend the mess out of it. Like, I don't want this to be harsh, I don't want it to be too dark. Now the main portion of Ariana's eye is like a matte white, like a light color. It's so pretty. I have so many palettes that would work for this. The one I'm gonna use though is in the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. It's the first shade, Certified. It's so pretty. My P. Louise base, it's already on here, and since there's no other shadow, I'm just gonna go straight in with it. Normally I would like kind of cut the crease a little bit more, but I'm just gonna use a small brush, and we're gonna create the shape. I'm just gonna kind of like round out that top bit. Just gonna drag it out like pretty far. She has, I mean, most of her lid's covered with this white shade. So it's really hard to tell if she has eyeshadow on, eyeliner on her bottom waterline, but I am, because her top lashes are so full and pretty looking, I'm gonna add some black eyeliner to my top waterline, because to me, I always do that if I want like super thick looking full lashes. And for our eyeliner, this is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is before they changed the formula. The Ulta girls told me they changed the formula, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a slight wing. I'm not gonna go too crazy. It just looks like hers is like very short, very cute, not too out. Okay, liner is on and done, and I'm gonna add some Milk Kush mascara. I like this stuff. I've been using it for about a week now. And so I'm just gonna apply a layer of this, and then we are gonna put on some false lashes, which I rarely ever do anymore. Because I don't leave my house. Before I put on lashes, I'm gonna let that mascara dry. It does take like a minute for it to dry, and I don't think she has on like any blush really in her pictures, but I need a little bit of blush. So before I go in with some bronzer, I'm gonna take this Maybelline blush. This is, I think, just in the shade pink. It doesn't have a color. 25 is what it just says. But I'm just gonna add like the smallest amount of blush. Otherwise, I just look really dead. And then I'm gonna go in with some Hoola bronzer. And her cheekbones are like snatched. So I'm gonna start with some Hoola bronzer. And we're just going to try our best. I'm not the best at contouring. And you already, again, don't have to tell me we do not have the same face shape. But I'm gonna try and do like swift, small strokes. A little bit above like my little kiss mark. I don't know what to call it. And then I'm gonna bring it down. I'm also gonna do the sides of my nose a little bit. I'm just gonna go all the way around, kind of drag it up a little bit, and then go a little bit under it, just because my nose was so flat looking. I'm gonna go into this Soleil Chocolate Too Faced bronzer and just kind of place this at the upper parts, right under my cheekbone, just to kind of make it a little bit more of a harsh contour, because this is a little dark. Go back into that Laura Mercier powder, and I'm going to carve out my cheekbones with that using this sponge. Okay, I have red eyeshadow all over everything. Why do I have red eyeshadow all over everything? Okay, a good bit of that just fell down my shirt, but that's okay. A little bit, you can see like it just kind of like drags it up. Okay, and while that's sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and add on some lashes. I don't know if I told you I was gonna use a different lash, but I ended up going in with the Ardell Wispies. These are the Demis. One thing I do have, you know, like you have very few things that you like about yourself sometimes. I do have pretty long lashes, so I was gonna go in with a different lash, but the Ardell Wispies, it's a little bit more of a natural lash, and I feel like Ariana Grande, why do I keep saying her last name? I feel like Ariana's are more, they're naturally looking, they're very full, but these are like perfect for that. Okay, so I'm gonna let that glue. It's still like a little wet up there, so I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and dust off all of this down here. You can see it just really helped shape the face a little bit better. I was trying to figure out like what I think she's wearing on her lips. It's like a deep nude, but like kind of like mauve-y. Normally that doesn't look good on me, but we're gonna try it. And I'm gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the lip liner and the lipstick. I feel like, and I might line it up a little bit in the center because her lips, they just look so pretty. So we're gonna start with the lip liner, of course. I'm gonna put on the lipstick. Lipstick is so pretty. Normally, I don't really like this color on me. I feel like it just like washes me out. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Jaclyn Cosmetics her Pout Spoken lipsticks in Oh Hi. It's like one of her lightest pinks, I think. And I'm gonna put that in the middle. And I'm gonna take my finger and like kind of dab that in too. And even though this is a liquid lip, I love the way it dries down. It's not like a sticky liquid lip, which I hate. I feel like we've waited long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and add some bottom mascara. I probably should use a different one. This one's like a little clumpy for bottom mascara. That's good. I needed that bottom mascara. I was looking a little naked down there. Her highlight looks super subtle and simple, but she's definitely wearing some. But first, I'm gonna go into the Hourglass Incandescent Strobe Light. I will most definitely be wearing this on my wedding day. This is the ambient lighting powder, and a lot of the times I use this just like as a powder. Like I'll just set my face no matter what I'm wearing with this stuff. It's meant to be a highlighter though. And I'm just gonna apply this like I would a normal highlighter. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this like everywhere I would normally highlight. And then I'm also gonna go in with a small amount of the Benefit Cookie highlighter. This stuff is really pretty, it's very blinding. I'm gonna add a slight amount to the inner corner of my eye, even though I'm not sure if she's wearing it there. A little bit on the brow bone. And then also the tip of the nose. She does have a pretty blinding highlight, it looks like. Add like a slight amount to my upper cheekbone. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I went and added a little bit of Bare Baby lip gloss by Laura Mercier because some of her pictures she does look like she's wearing a little bit of lip gloss, and I felt like I needed it. I attempted the hair, it's not very good, but I did what I could. And then also I'm wearing like a bandeau top. I just don't feel appropriate, like it's a top, but I just feel weird wearing it. So I also have on my robe right now, but this is the final look. Let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you want to see in my next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.